morning, welcome back to my channel. This week's video is all about if you want to make changes in your life. So if you can hear someone in the background, that's hubby just getting his breakfast. Say hi.
Hi team.
So yeah, this week's video, oh, I just tripped over a dog. So this week's video is if you want to make changes in your life. So this week I was kind of thinking about, got a little bit down in the dumps because I saw those women go to space and I was like, oh my God, I would love to go to space. So I was having a good old moan about my life and how it's not going anywhere and how it's so hard and blah, 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 blah. Okay, before I go any further, did I introduce myself? Hi, I'm Wendy Ferguson, the Kitchen Mystic, and I am a spiritual medium who has been on an awakening journey for over 20 years. This video won't be a long video, so I'm just going to have a quick coffee and we'll go down to my wardrobe or to my office and I will share what my spirit guides shared with me when I was having a good old moan, and then I will do a quick channel session. Maybe I'll pull a card. Oh, this is a nice coffee, honey, thank you. Nice decaf. Pull a card and that'll be that. So yeah. So I channeled this list a few days ago from Spirit. They are in no particular order. So what I'll do is I won't read them off the paper, but I will kind of have them there while I'm making the video so I don't go off on a tangent. I don't know about you, but I am great at going off in a tangent. Oh my God, I've got a haircut next week. My hair's driving me crazy. I wish I'd have never cut it short. So yeah, let's get on with the video. I'm just going to let a little light in the room. It's a windy, rainy day here. Not very nice at all. I wonder if that light's a bit better. Let's see what that's like. Is that any better? I think it's okay. So these are the cards that I'm going to pull a card from. They're my new favourite. Sorry, Doreen, Virtue Angel cards. So there's only 5 little points to this video. So let's get into it. I almost feel, at the moment, I'm a little scattered. So what we're going to do, let's just do this 2-second little exercise, otherwise this video is going to be a scrambled mess. So let's just pop to our heart chakra. And we're going to put all our energy there. And our feet, we're going to feel our feet, the energy of our feet going all the way into the earth. And we're going to breathe in. We're going to hold. And we're going to breathe out. Okay, that feels a lot better. That feels heaps better. Still not sure about the light. So as I said, these are in no particular order. Far out, I'm blind. And my glasses, my Specsavers will be, oh yeah, my Specsavers have got shit all over them. So, number 1, this one I needed to hear again. Spend more time dreaming rather than looking at your present life. Start dreaming again. Hang out in the 4th dimension. Have fun with us. Get creative. So, I'm sure we can all relate to this. That's what happened when I started to look at those beautiful women who went to space with all their beautifully manicured hair and their beautiful lives. And I then looked at my life in the present reality, and it just made me really, really sad. So what we have to do is we need to stay in the dreaming world. So once they sent that through to me, I spent like an hour just dreaming about the next 10 years of my life and how that would look and the person I would have to become to actually create that life. And I just started to get really, not excited, but really see myself as that person, you know, see myself as one of those women that went to space. No, I probably will never go to space, though I could do so many other things with my life rather than sit here and moan and complain about my life. And then if you do that, like I've been doing that, then no changes will happen, because it'll be like an elastic band, won't it? You'll just go back to your subconscious programming every time. You'll make a little bit of advancement in your life and then boom, you'll go straight back to something. Just happened to the camera. I don't know what happened to the phone and it just stopped filming. So I think we got to the end of number 1. I think we did. I'm not sure. So hopefully we did get to the end of number 1. If we didn't, I will add a little bit in here to the video. But let's just move on to number 2. So number 2, remember, this is one of my, actually they're all my faves, but I love this one a lot. Remember, the universe is always listening. So number 2, the universe is always listening. So when I was sitting there the other day, journaling in my bedroom, bitching at the universe, telling my guides, telling the whole bloody anyone that would listen to me moaning and having a pity party, those words and those thoughts and that intention and that feeling was just bombarding the universe. Okay, so whatever you send out to the universe comes back to you. So what you've got to do is, if you go down that rabbit hole of having a bitching session and I call it a pity party, just do it all in that moment. Get it all out there and then just delete it. I know that sounds weird, but it's like it's out of your system. You've had a big old moan and that's it. And then be really mindful as you go through the rest of the day. Like I was really mindful after that oh my bloody hair. I was really mindful after that I did not moan out loud, that I did not keep moaning to anybody, or hubby, the dogs, my mum, my sister. I did not moan to anyone else about how my life was going. Okay, I kept that in here. I did not voice it. So I think it's really, really important, because how many times do you come across people, and this has happened to me a lot, and they want to change their lives. They've got all these amazing plans, but all they're talking about is their past, their failures, what hasn't happened, and all that junk. So we have to focus on really being careful of what we use this beautiful, powerful voice for. So that was number 2. Number three, I've forgotten what number 3 is. I've read these heaps of times, but I've just like forgot. Okay, oh, this is cool. This is very cool. And for some of you, this won't be that easy because you've got such busy lives, but spend more time in nature. This will help balance out your mind, body, and spirit, making it easier for your changed life to manifest. So, especially at the moment, I think sitting in nature or doing some kind of practice in nature is so powerful, because we're going through such a huge change here on earth. It's it's chaotic. When you look out there, I mean, I don't watch the news anymore because I just can't. It's just like too stressful. But when you look out into life on earth at the moment, you're like, whoa. It's just so out of control. It's just out of balance. So that's why spending time in nature, kind of what it does is it brings everything together. It brings your mind, your body, and your spirit together. And when you're whole and when you're focused, it's a lot easier to manifest and bring things into your life. It really, really is. Number 4. I'll finish my coffee. Number 4. What is number 4? Oh, here we go. I'm just going to read this bit off the page because I'm going to. Find some new support. You know that friend who is always so negative and always pointing out all the things that could go wrong? You know that friend? Yep, we all have them. Find the high vibe peeps, even if they're online. That's the other cool thing, is today we can actually find little communities online, and we can actually have conversations with those people that we don't even know. And I think that's a really, really good way, especially if you've been a certain way your whole life. Like for me, 20 years ago I changed, so I've been like this for 20 years. But before that, I was the same for 40 years. And I don't even like the person that I was back then. So then in your circle, you have those people who know you that way. So sometimes it's really hard to find a new set of peeps. So online is brilliant because there's so many little communities that you can join. And then you can be part of that community. And when you're having a down day, you can get online and read everybody else's comments and what they're doing. And that in turn lifts your own vibration, lifts your frequency. So I love that. I think a support team is really important, because if you're going to make huge changes to your lives, the people around you, a lot of them aren't going to support you, because that means they actually have to look at their lives. And they don't want to do that. So they may say some things that are going to be really hurtful to you. But they're not actually saying them to you. They're saying them to themselves. So, yeah, that's just life. Number 5 is mindset. Actually, I think this should have been number 1, because no change will happen without a change in mindset. You have to change. So let's see what they said. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? You need to control your mindset. Start filling your mind with positive feelings. And then they said this thing, and I've actually got to check it out. Wasn't it Einstein who said, match your frequency of your desires and it will be yours? I must actually check that out. Mindset is key to your changed life. Become obsessed with your changed life. And I just want to add one more quote before I go into a channel obsession. So Stephen Bartlett of, what is his channel? God, I can't think of it as. Diary of a... Can't remember. But what he said, I watched this video the other night. And he said most people set their sat-nav. He was pretending it was an analogy for a car. Most people set their sat-nav and then they never drive the car. So imagine if you have all your goals and dreams and you've talked about them and you've vision board them and you've done everything. And then you actually never get in the car and you never drive that journey through your dreams, to your dreams. And that's been me my whole life. I've always had these dreams, but I've never actually done anything about them. Like, I remember coming online a few years ago and it was so flippin' terrifying, But I think you have to overcome yourself and you have to get uncomfortable. And even standing in front of this camera right now is bloody uncomfortable. Because my mind feels like 2-minute noodles and I didn't sleep well and all those things. But this is driving the car. So you have to drive your car. So let's just pull a quick card before you guys get on with your day and I get on with my day. Okay, I have to show you that. I just love these cards. I love these cards. And after that, what I'll do is I'll just go into a quick channel state and see if they've got anything else to say about us making changes in their lives. I think I had a channel piece come through before, but I can't remember what they said, because what happens when you channel is the information comes in and then it goes. The information comes in and it goes. And sometimes you could have information like all day, every day, and it's really cool, like really cool, but I don't retain a lot of the information. So when I'm doing whoa, that just flew out. When I'm doing a consultation for someone, they may come back a few months later and ask me, and I'm like, oh, I can't remember. So what have we got? This is the card for someone out there, and I can't see because I don't have my Specsavers on. Oh, look at my blue nail polish. Isn't that beautiful? That is amazing. Let's see what it is. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion. Oh my God. Potency. Make your life a moving prayer. I've never seen this card before. Let's all make our lives a moving prayer. And look at the colours. Actually, they're some of my favourite colours. I love pinks. I'm into lots of pinks. That is beautiful. So anyhow, I will go into a quick channeled state. Do you have anything else to add if humans want to make changes in their lives? The only thing that we will add is break free of your subconscious programming. As most of you know, that program that takes 7 years to form, it kind of, what's the word? It just creates your life. So you need to break through of that programming. You need to do different actions. You need to have different feelings, and you need to have different thoughts. But the other thing is, if you can do that in this new reality, in this new energy, everything will happen quicker for you. Like all the doors will open, and you'll just be able to not even walk through the doors, you'll be able to run through those doors and create a new reality. But it all starts with the breakdown of that program. So for some of you, you won't even know who you are. You won't know how you've been programmed. But it's pretty easy to see. Just look at the people that you grew up with and see how their lives are going, and then look at your life, because there will be correlations between that, and then you'll understand where you are. And then look at your dreams, and as we said in number 5, I think it was, become obsessed. You must become obsessed with your dreams. Thank you. We'll pass back to the human. That was short and sweet. So I'm just going to finish off with that card. Read that out again. Let's put it up the right way. That is such a beautiful card. As I said, I haven't seen that before. The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Wow. And that is me. Oh, before I go, I always forget this bit. If you've got value out of this video, please consider subscribing. That would mean a lot to me, and it would help me on this journey. If you've got any questions, just pop them down in the comments and I will get to them when I can. Have a beautiful week. If the weather's wild where you are, stay out of the rain. Love and light. See ya.